Finally, the Realme 10 Pro series has finally arrived. Last February 14, Realme held a livestream event where they announced the Realme 10 Pro 5G and the Realme 10 Pro Plus 5G. So with that, we are going to share our experience with the Realme 10 Pro 5G as we are given a review unit before its launch. The Realme 10 Pro 5G arrives in its signature yellow box featuring its model name at its front. Upon opening it, you'll find the Realme 10 Pro itself, a transparent silicone case, SIM ejector, 33-watt Super Vox charger, USB Type-A to Type-C cable, and its informative guide. The Realme 10 Pro 5G comes with its flat boxy design, which is great to hold as it is much more secure to the hands compared to the rounded edge. Even if it is big, having a 6.72-inch display, it only weighs 190 grams and has a thinner body having only 8.1mm. Our Realme 10 Pro 5G comes in a dark matter color which has a grainy design on its backplate and it's smooth. It is minimalistic as it only has its Realme logo on the lower left side. There are other options for its color. You can choose from their Nebula Blue or Hyperspace Gold. It also has two cameras that are sticking out separately from each other. The right part of the smartphone is where you can find the power button. It also works as fingerprint reader, and above that is the volume rocker. You can easily identify the power button as it is submerged compared to the volume rocker. The left part of the smartphone is where the SIM tray is placed. It can accommodate 2 nano SIM cards and you can place an SD card on the one side. At the bottom, you can find the 3.5mm audio jack, microphone, USB Type-C port, and speaker grill. The display of the Realme 10 Pro 5G is a 6.7-inch 120Hz LCD with a resolution of 1080 by 2400 pixels. Despite the display of having only an LCD compared to its non-Pro version that uses a Super AMOLED display, it is already using a 120Hz refresh rate and the bezels are impressively thin even on its bottom chin. There is a punch hole at the top center of the display. The quality of the smartphone LCD display is alright. You can see it's different from an OLED display as it doesn't have deeper blocks. However, it still has decent vibrant colors and it is bright that you can use it under the sun. As for the refresh rate settings, you can toggle to auto select, high, and standard. Be reminded that using a high refresh rate can drain your battery faster. So if you want to conserve some battery life, you can go for auto select wherein the system will automatically choose the best refresh rate, or set it to standard where it will run only at 60Hz. It has stereo speakers which are great to see as many smartphones in this price range use only down-firing speakers. The volume and the sound quality are alright, but the earpiece side is not that loud and is not having quite the same sound signature compared to the bottom speaker. The volume can be set to 200%, but it is somehow teeny with this level of volume. The Realme 10 Pro 5G features a Qualcomm Snapdragon 695 5G chipset, which is an octa-core processor with a clock speed of 2.2 GHz and an Adreno 619 GPU. The review unit we have has 8GB of RAM and 128GB of internal storage, but this configuration will not be available for purchase. The only available configuration in the market will be 8GB of RAM and 256GB of internal storage. It runs Realme UI 4.0 which is based on Android 13. This is already a great news because even if it is just a mid-range smartphone, it is already running the latest Android version out of the box. It includes some bloatware apps that you can easily uninstall. The user interface is fast and smooth, and we didn't experience any issues. In terms of gaming performance, the Realme 10 Pro 5G can handle low-demanding games such as Mobile Legends without any problems. It can also run high graphics games like Genshin Impact decently well. We played Genshin Impact with medium settings and observed minimal stuttering that was barely noticeable. The thermal performance of the device was satisfactory, as it didn't become hot to the touch during our play session. We also conducted a stress test to determine its performance under heavy usage and found that after 15 minutes, it was able to maintain 92% of its maximum performance. For security, the Realme 10 Pro 5G features fingerprint and face unlock. The fingerprint reader is located on the power button. Although it is not as fast as the other smartphones for its price range, it scans an acceptable speed. The face unlock functions works well and is a convenient option. The Realme 10 Pro 5G has two cameras, yet you can only use one because the other is a depth sensor. The main camera is a 108 megapixel f1.8 and uses Samsung HM6 sensor, while the depth sensor is 2 megapixel. As for the front camera, it is a 16 megapixel camera. When taking picture with the rear main camera, it pixel binned to 12 megapixel. The quality of the pictures when shooting in daylight is good. The colors, contrast, and sharpness of the images we got are all decent. The dynamic range is decently wide. Taking pictures in a low light environment is also pretty well good. It is best to use the night mode in the camera app when taking low light environment to have better contrast and dynamic range. The selfie camera on the flip side is quite disappointing. It captures inconsistent features. We didn't like how the colors sometimes are different, the sharpness sometimes is soft. In portrait mode, it performs decently as it is able to detect the subject and able to apply the bokeh properly. The Realme 10 Pro 5G is able to record videos up to 1080p at 60 fps. There is also a feature that you can turn on, the Ultra Steady mode, and once enabled, it can stabilize your videos but will slightly be zoomed in. The video quality is in the middle of the road. It has soft side details but the colors and dynamic range are good for its price point. We have here the front camera of the Realme 10 Pro 5G, and as you can see, here's the video quality at 1080p, 60 fps, and you can hear also the built-in microphone in the smartphone. The Realme 10 Pro 5G has a 5000 mAh battery similar to that of the Realme 9 Pro. Our usage test showed that the battery can last for around 12 hours with moderate usage, including scrolling through social media, browsing the internet with mobile data on, taking pictures, and listening to music. At the end of the day, we still had 15% battery remaining. Like the Realme 9 Pro, it still supports 33 watts dart charging technology, which is provided in the box. We tested its charging capabilities, and after 30 minutes of charging from 5%, it was able to charge up to 55% battery capacity, while to be able to fully charge it took us 1 hour and 11 minutes. The Realme 10 Pro 5G is a well-improved version of its previous model. They made the right steps of improving more on the camera, slightly upgrading the display, and adding stereo speakers. Additionally, it comes with the latest Android OS right out of the box. However, if you are already using the Realme 9 Pro 5G, you might consider skipping this iteration or opting for the Plus version, as the upgrades are not as significant with performance and its battery life is staying the same. But if you are in the market for a new smartphone and you are currently using an entry-level or older mid-range smartphone, it is great to say that the performance is decent with its price range and the camera is excellent. The Realme 10 Pro 5G is priced at 16,999 pesos for 8GB and 256GB configuration and is available for purchase on Lazada and Shopee. So, what do you think of the Realme 10 Pro 5G? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button to stay updated on our videos. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.